A large bundle of mail was stuffed into SpongeBob's mouth. Squidward wanted SpongeBob to focus on the journey. Suddenly, an old man ran out in front of him. He blocked Squidward's path. There is a terrifying vampire inside the castle. He will suck everyone's blood dry. The old man continued to hold back Squidward and SpongeBob. Suddenly, a carriage appeared. The driver lightly tapped the carriage. He signaled for SpongeBob and Squidward to get in. SpongeBob saw the old man was in a pitiful state, so he handed the old man a Krabby Patty. Afterward, the carriage took SpongeBob and Squidward together toward the castle. The road along the way was bumpy and difficult, but SpongeBob found it very thrilling. The carriage soon arrived at the castle.
Hey, we're taking the bus on our way home.
Squidward knocked on the front door, but no one paid them any attention. So, Squidward summoned his courage and walked into the castle. The lights flickered on and off. It caused Squidward to jump onto the mail bundle. It turned out to be a vampire flipping the light switch. The vampire revealed a hideous face. Squidward was instantly scared out of his wits. The vampire was only playing a joke. The castle's butler fell out from inside his suit.
The master bids you welcome, and he thanks you for dropping off his mail.
At that moment, the vampire floated over to SpongeBob's side. He tore open the mail bundle. Then, he swallowed the box whole. SpongeBob began to wriggle his body. He expressed that he really liked the atmosphere here. Squidward then grabbed SpongeBob by the feet to leave the castle, but SpongeBob was unwilling to go, and a bolt of lightning happened to block their way. The vampire then invited SpongeBob and Squidward to stay the night.
Under the circumstances, I wouldn't mind some fine Transylvanian cuisine for a change.
Change? I can make change.
Get away from me!
The hospitable vampire took SpongeBob and Squidward to have a feast. There were many strange-looking foods here. SpongeBob, however, really enjoyed this kind of food. It was time to rest. SpongeBob and Squidward lay in one bed. As the lights flickered on and off, the vampire gradually approached SpongeBob and Squidward. By the time the lights came back on, the vampire had left. SpongeBob quickly fell asleep. Suddenly, he jumped up. It turned out he had forgotten to brush his teeth. Then, the vampire suddenly appeared in a painting on the wall. Coincidentally, SpongeBob returned at that exact moment.
Whoops, forgot to floss. Forgot to wash my head. Whoops, forgot to polish my eyes.
Will you go night-night time already?
And SpongeBob and Squidward also spotted the vampire. They realized what the vampire's intentions were, so they began to run away. At that moment, the butler appeared holding an axe. Squidward immediately took out some sleep spray and sprayed it at the butler. Squidward opened door after door, but none of them were the exit to the castle. Moreover, they encountered a monster, so they hid themselves. Unexpectedly, they hid near the vampire's coffin, but he didn't seem to have any intention of hurting SpongeBob and Squidward.
Thanks.
Ooh, open it, Squidward. What'd you get?
It turned out to be garlic.